Hello, hello. My name is Ashlee, and welcome to my channel. Today, we are talking about Ethan Klein becoming even more authoritarian around the H3 podcast. Now, something that I haven't talked about yet, but that I've been meaning to talk about, is the lawsuits that Ethan Klein did against Denims and Noah. So Denims officially won her lawsuit. Ethan was suing Denims for using his content, basically going against the original ruling that Ethan Klein got when he was first doing React content and reacting to other people's content. That's what helped React content on the internet and making it fair use. And the judge in that lawsuit actually sided with Denims using the decision in Ethan Klein's case. And then after that, Ethan dropped the lawsuit against Noah Samson. So Ethan is not doing very well right now, and he actually said that he dropped it because he didn't want to become the person who is trying, that's known for like suing everyone, even though Ethan Klein has become that person that's known to sue everyone. That's why he dropped the lawsuit against Noah Samson. He is the person that is known for suing everyone for reacting to his content. So this is from the Do Not Worry podcast, and they were reacting to Ethan on the H3 podcast, saying that, and he mentions here that Ethan tries to pretend like he's joking, but actually what he's doing is he's essentially threatening, like in a joking way, but he's essentially trying to threaten his employees, saying that they can't do collaborations offline, they can't do content offline, because that's taking away subscribers and that's taking away memberships from him and from the H3 podcast, which is so incredibly selfish and crazy. You could have predicted this was going to happen, but it's also wildly insecure. And everything that Ethan has been doing is because he is wildly insecure, and he realizes that he is not able to stand alone and do this alone because nobody likes him. And he did that to himself. And so now he has to essentially threaten his employees and say that they can't do stuff offline outside of the podcast. And he's like, oh, I'll just do stuff online and we'll see how it goes then. Okay, Ethan, go do that then.
They're stealing money. They're taking money out of my hands, and I needed to do is start streaming on my off time.
Then it's actually gonna be game over for all of us.
Remember when Ethan keeps accusing people like Frogan for like begging money and e-begging? And look, she's begging for money online. He already has a video that we've watched numerous times. You're like, well, please, if you can afford a $5 membership, we'd really appreciate it. While he was wearing a brand new Rolex, if you can afford the $5 a month, we're really going through a hard time. And then he dares call other people beggars or whatever the fuck.
Now, you guys realize those are potential memberships to our channel here that you're siphoning off.
The way Ethan is saying it here is kind of trying to make it seem like he's joking, like he doesn't take it that seriously, like he's kind of smiling and smirking, like, you guys know you're siphoning views. Well, little did we know that this is actually fucking true. He actually feels this way. He's trying to bring it up casually now on the podcast, but like this is actually getting to him.
I'm the one here with territory to defend.
So he's already painting his own staff as like his enemy. The after show's getting as many views as the main show. 400K views. Dude, they're down.
His views have been going down, his subscribers have been going down, like he's getting less popular. People don't like the content that he's creating because it's not fun anymore, and it's really just vindictive, which I feel like it has been most of the time, but there are people who stuck it out with them, and I just don't think it's happening anymore. And I think what's happening now is the result of that.
Like I've seen at least some of Love's shit just going viral on Twitter. I think organically. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But like Love does seem to like have some potential on Twitch and streaming.
It's interesting that the Do Not Worry podcast mentions Love, because Love, actually, I saw a tweet the other day saying that he took the H3 podcast off his Twitter bio. So I don't know, but this is obviously a toxic work environment, and I feel like people have been saying that for a minute now, that like this is obviously a toxic work environment, this is obviously not healthy. And he got so mad when, I forgot who said it, but there was someone else who said it, and he got so mad when they said it. But it's obvious, like you can see it now. He's so selfish and he's so self-absorbed. He can't think of anybody else but himself, and he can't understand why they would maybe need a backup plan if the H3 podcast doesn't work. So yeah, Ethan is an insecure man, baby. And I just wanted to point out that I'm so glad that these lawsuits did not work for him. I'm glad, because he needed to be embarrassed and he needed to be shown that like this is not okay. And the other thing I want to say is that Ethan for so long was talking about everything that was done to him and all these things that we can't even prove were real, by the way, blaming it on snarkers and doing these lawsuits against snarkers and doxing these people and having his community go after people, which he does. After all of this, Frogan got assaulted, I think about a week ago. You know, does Ethan care about that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Does he care about how his rhetoric and how he's been going after people, does he care about how that may hurt people like Frogan? No, he doesn't. All right, that was the video today. Please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications and all the things. And I will see you in the next video. Love you all.